Live, KVRR Local News at 6 is on right now.
Good evening. We begin with weather. We could be in for some rough weather tonight.
Meteorologist Rob Kupek joins us with our first forecast. He's tracking a tornado right now, Rob.
That's right. Confirmed tornado on the ground up in Towner County. So let's go over here to the radar. You can see much of the rest of the area is fairly quiet, but there are two nasty looking cells. They're kind of merging up there in Towner County. It's going to clip the far northwest corner of Cavalier County. Let's switch over here to Storm Vision Doppler. We'll zoom in on that storm and we'll show you exactly what we're talking about. The Bisbee area right there, very strong rotation. And again, this storm is moving off in a direction to the northeast at about 35 miles per hour. It will clear the Langdon area, I think. We'll keep an eye. Sometimes they do a little right turn. That is a possibility. Where you see that bright red next to that bright green, that is the area that the tornado would be in. So it is on a course that will take it right up through Rock Lake and then eventually up into the northwest corner of Cavalier County, again, on its current path. So again, there's been a confirmed tornado from spotters that are following it. There is also a large hail core with this. We had tennis ball size hail back in Rugby, and at times this area of the storm back here around Roulette has also seen some, well, our Doppler estimating grapefruit size hail. So that is some very, very large hail. The area remains again under a tornado watch. As I went by that slide very quickly there, until 11 o'clock tonight, it is nearly the entire viewing area. We'll have an update on these storms and weather, and we'll talk about some quieter weather coming in. Good evening. It is going to be potentially a busy weather night here. Most of the area is under a tornado watch. Most of the Red River Valley back to the west does not include the Lakes Country of Minnesota. A couple of counties down here in our viewing area in South Dakota, they are under a thunderstorm watch. And then you can see that little red box there, polygon. That is the tornado warning that is ongoing up in Towner County here. Take the radar, we'll zoom in. There's nothing else really firing up on the radar yet, and it does look like maybe that one cell where the tornado was is weakening, as this one here on the backside is beginning maybe to take over command of that. Again, Langdon is over here, and I said unless it takes a strange right turn, which they do sometimes, it's mainly headed up into the northwest corner of Cavalier County. So here's Storm Vision Doppler. You can see much of the rest of the radar is clear. This is just moisture in the atmosphere flowing up to the north here, but here is the tornado warning again out for the central part. The storm now headed up into the Rock Lake area here. So if you are certainly in Rock Lake, think about riding this one out in the basement. Eventually it will make its way up towards the Sarles area as well in that northwest corner of Cavalier County. Here is the velocity data. Winds moving towards and away from the radar, and you can see back here there is even a little hook. There's a new update on the radar sweep there. There was a little hook there, but again, this is the area that has that strong rotation just south now of Rock Lake. It's on a course that will take it very close to Rock Lake, and then again up into the northwest corner of Cavalier County. Big hail on this sucker too. This part has died down a little bit, but back here, again, our Doppler was estimating grapefruit size hail, so some very large hail on the backside of this storm as well. Here's what our futurecast is thinking. This not happening yet, but I do think some storms will fire up to the south. There is a cold front. Really, it's a change in dew point that is making its way across the area. And here we are by 11 o'clock. Storms will have already swept maybe through the Fargo-Moorhead area. I think it'll be more of a broken line. And I think the tornado threat here will be initially the first few hours, and then it will turn more into a straight line wind and hail event. Then that will move out. Tomorrow we'll start the day partly cloudy. Could be a few spotty showers, mainly I think north of Highway 2 as the upper level low behind the system swings through. Some cooler, drier air, though, will be working in. And Friday looks like it should be a pretty nice day. It looks like a lot of sunshine. So WeFest going on. Weather is looking pretty good for that. Temperatures are dew points right now. It's gotten icky sticky out there, up into the low 70s across much of the area. That provides fuel for these storms. That warm, moist air rides really nice. It's also gotten very warm. 88 in Fargo and in Grand Forks. Langdon with that little bit of rain coming off that storm is cooler down to 77, 84 in Fergus Falls and in Thief River Falls. Wind speeds right now, as expected, it has been breezy today. Out of the south, about 10 to 25, was lighter in the morning. That wind will come around out of the west tomorrow behind the system and be about of a similar nature. So it will be another breezy day tomorrow. 88 and 64 today in Fargo, no rain. 90 hitting the Grand Cities, low 60. No rain in Grand Forks either. Overnight tonight, we will drop down into the low 60s to around 50 up in the 57 in the Langdon area, 64 in Fargo. Strong storms, they should end in the early morning hours. That south wind overnight will turn itself around to the west behind that front. And for Thursday, we're looking at a partly cloudy day. Could be some showers again, mainly north of US Highway 2. A west wind blowing pretty good at 15 to 25, 77 Grand Forks, 81 in Fargo, mid 70s to around 81 or so down in the Fergus Falls area. Cooler though up in the Devil's Lake Basin with a high just in the low 70s. The KVRR 7-day Weather Authority forecast. Behind this system again, breezy tomorrow, 81. Friday, mostly sunny and 80. Similar temperature on Saturday. We'll throw a few more clouds into the mix there. 83, mostly sunny on Sunday. And then some storms maybe late in the day on Monday. It does look like next week we'll start the week off heating back up again, and it does look like it will turn a little stormier as well. So after the storms tonight, we'll get a nice break. We'll be back with an update on that storm. Unless something new comes in, we'll have it for you sooner.
All right, thanks, Rob.
We've got a tornado warning still underway here for Towner and now extended into Cavalier County. As I was saying, the storm has the potential to take a little right turn, and that's exactly what it's done. So zoom in here with the Storm Vision Doppler. Now out for the western part of Cavalier County, tornado warning. Again, back in that Bisbee area, the backside circulation is now taking over, and that is moving eventually in a direction that could take it into the Langdon area. So a very dangerous storm. We'll obviously continue to monitor this. We'll have more cut-ins coming up.
Sure, thank you. Now in KVRR local news at 6, storms spawned tornadoes in 3 North Dakota counties, but the weather did a lot of damage in 2 states.
Live, KVRR local news at 6 is on right now.
Good evening. Allison is off. Strong thunderstorms roared across parts of our region last night and early this morning. This is video of a supercell that dropped several tornadoes, including one near Bisbee, North Dakota, northwest of Devil's Lake. Downed trees and power lines were reported, along with baseball-sized hail and some flooding. Tornadoes moved through Towner, Ramsey, and Eddy counties. The storm also produced a tremendous amount of lightning. Close to 2 inches of rain fell in Grand Forks, causing some street flooding. A large swath of Moorhead lost power as thunderstorms moved through. Police tell us power was out for about a half hour to 45 minutes in Moorhead. Paul Bunyan Land's Babe the Blue Ox was toppled by severe storms early this morning in Brainerd, Minnesota. We'll take a look at the video here. As you can see, some trees down as well in the area. It wasn't too long before family and friends and neighbors came together to get the landmark back on its feet at Paul Bunyan Land in Brainerd. Around 9 a.m. this morning, they posted a photo of Babe back up on its feet with the caption, "A little dinged up, but in true Paul Bunyan fashion, back up on his feet in no time." We'll have more on this storm system that hit the Brainerd area and other parts of Minnesota coming up at 9 o'clock. Well, our weather is a lot quieter, just in time for the fans at We Fest in Detroit Lakes. Meteorologist Rob Kupek joins us with our first forecast. Rob, will they have some good weather into the weekend there?
You know, it does look like they will. This is really going to be a spectacular weekend coming up. Let's start with what's going on right now. It's a little breezy out there. There's some clouds going through. There's been a few sprinkles up to the north, but there are no storms on the radar, and most places are likely going to be dry here tonight. Here is the forecast as we head into the next 3 days. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, 80, partly cloudy, 81 on Saturday. Mostly sunny, 84 on Sunday. There are a couple little isolated shower chances here or there, but again, most places are going to be dry here as we head into the weekend, so that is good news. So if you are headed to the We Fest, or just know somebody there at the big old grounds right there south of Detroit Lakes, here's the forecast here. Generally should be a clear sky tonight for Mr. Church. Kid Rock will get generally a clear sky. Temperatures in the mid-60s on Friday night and mid-60s on Saturday night for Tim McGraw as well. Maybe a partly cloudy sky for him. So it looks like a pretty nice We Fest forecast. We come back, we'll have the full Weather Authority forecast. We'll talk about the heat and humidity coming back next week. Blowing pretty good out of the northwest today, up in about 15 to 30 mile per hour range, 24 miles per hour currently up in Devil's Lake, 21 in Fargo. That wind, when the sun goes down tonight, will drastically go away. Here are the gusts right now, gusting to 29 in Fargo, gusting to 28 in Devil's Lake. Now the peak gusts today, I'll show you this map, but remember after midnight here, thunderstorms were still ongoing. So we did have a gust to 58 miles per hour recorded at the Park Rapids Airport early this morning. That prompted a new severe thunderstorm warning over there. These were the gusts today. So a lot of this thunderstorms had moved out, but a gust 2 to 55 in Wahpeton as well today. 43 gusts was the highest in Fargo. That Wahpeton one probably from that storm right about midnight when we changed the clocks over. And as promised, some drier air working in. We're into dew points mostly now down into the 50s. That is going to be the case here through the weekend. It really looks pleasant. About an average high for this time of the year, and dew points pretty low. The humidity will go away. We're really going to be looking at a really nice weekend here. Temperature-wise right now, 78 in Fargo, 71 in Grand Forks. It's cool up to the north, too, but the clouds are a little thicker, just around 70. Matter of fact, War Road up on the Big Lake sitting at just 66 degrees. Gets a little warmer as you head down towards the South Dakota border. Sisseton and cross the border there at 78. Gwinner, you're the warmest on the map, 79. Congratulations to you. All this courtesy of the upper level low that is spinning behind that cold front which brought us some storms. It is firing more storms today down in far southeastern Minnesota down into Iowa. Nasty looking line of storms, matter of fact, trucking through Iowa right now, if I can talk. A few showers up here, especially along the border, but it's just some cumulus clouds. And after this gets the old heave-ho, it is all clear sailing out to the west. We are in for really nice stretch here. I think the next few days the weather is looking pretty dandy here. Here's what our futurecast is talking about. A few sprinkles tonight. Mainly they're going to be north of Highway 2. Notice the clouds basically go away. It'll be a little bit more cloud cover maybe up in northern Minnesota. And tomorrow around Lake of the Woods, maybe back as far to the west as Roseau. There could be a spotty shower. The rest of us, though, I think it should be a mostly sunny sky. Should be pretty nice. We'll wake up Saturday to generally a sunny sky, and that'll be the case again. It looks like really we are in for a nice and quiet stretch of weather. Was not quiet last night. Here are the storm reports. These are the last 24 hours. So those couple of tornadoes that were up in Towner County, they have fallen off this map because they're there. But again, several tornado reports around Devil's Lake. Another one here, Eddy County, funnel clouds back out around Cheyenne and New Rockford. And then there was this one tornado touchdown here in the eastern part of the county. And there was some good wind last night too. This one here in Detroit Lakes too, there was not, I'll see if the warning will, or the report will come up, but there was not a warning exactly on this storm, but a report here of a truck blown over and some grain bins blown over here north of Detroit Lakes, and then a gust 2 in Monaga of about 70 miles per hour estimated, ripped some roofs off there, and Park Rapids again had that gust to 58 miles per hour. Almanac for today, 80 and 66 there, about a quarter of an inch of rain. Most of that was from that shower last night. 1/100th in Grand Forks, 78 and 63 the numbers there. Overnight tonight, we will drop down. Cool night, 50 in Langdon, 53 Grand Forks, 55 Fargo-Moorhead, more mid-50s as you head down towards the South Dakota border. We're going to call it officially good sleeping weather. That wind will drop back about 5 to 15 after the sun goes down. Sunny to partly cloudy across northeastern North Dakota tomorrow. 77 Langdon, 76 in Pembina, 80 in Grand Forks. Winds out of northwest at about 10 to 20. Northern Minnesota, partly cloudy. We'll mention showers up around Lake of the Woods. Mid-70s there, as warm as 79 in Crookston. Winds out of the northwest here, 10 to 20 as well. West central Minnesota, a partly cloudy sky. Mid-70s as you head to the east, more like 80 in Moorhead and Wheaton as you head into the Red River Valley. A little less wind here, northwest at 5 to 15. And across southeastern North Dakota, mostly sunny, pleasant. A northwest wind around 5 to 15, 80 in Fargo and Oaks, 78 Valley City, 79 Wahpeton, Breckenridge. The KVRR 7-day Weather Authority forecast, 81 partly cloudy Saturday, mostly sunny, 84 Sunday. Some storms late on Monday. That'll be the next chance, 86. Warm on Tuesday, 89. And then it looks like a good chance of storms both Wednesday and Thursday, at least from this vantage point, and low to mid 80s there as well. Pet connection for you tonight. Didn't get to these last night because of the storms. This is a Skydiver, cute little black cat. She is available at the Homeward Animal Shelter. I'll tell you, you'll never find anything more friendly than a sweet little black cat like that. So go check her out online.
I bet you're happy it's a lot quieter tonight.
Yeah, I do not like these storms. I know they think meteorologists get all excited. It could be more like this, and I'd be a very happy person.
I bet. Thanks, Rob. Happy birthday, Barack. I love you. Signed with her signature, M.O. It is President Obama's final birthday in the White House. 55. He's looking a little grayer than when he went in there.
Way
grayer. It happens to all of them, I think.
Yeah. Well,
at
least he still
Things
got
are
it.
stressful in the Weather Center, too.
I know. Not so much gray as it's just going away.
It's going.
It's gone. 78 in Fargo right now, 71 in Great Falls. It is kind of cool outside. There is a little bit of a breeze, winds out of the northwest. People who didn't want the heat, here you go. Here's your day. And it does look nice here really coming up the next several days. So if you're headed out, nice kind of a sunny sky mixed with a few cumulus clouds in the Fargo-Moorhead area. 76 at 7 o'clock will be down to 70 by 9. By midnight into the low 60s. Good sleeping weather will drop down into the 50s overnight. And tomorrow looks like a dandy. 80, sunny to partly cloudy. We'll say northwest 10 to 20. Probably be a little bit closer to the 10 than the 20 for most of the forecast. And then the weekend looks really good. Maybe, dare I say, the best weekend of the summer so far in many respects.
A lot.
Feel like it hot, not so much, but really right around average. Looks really good.
We're looking forward to it.